Hello everyone, welcome back to Fabe, an Age of Wonders 4. Crystal Queen Glint is in the lead in the Seals game, which means she is now public enemy number 1. But before we go about solidifying our position on the factions map today in Guild Wars, the Kurziks are retaliating, pushing all the way to Cavalon. Would you look at that? It really is an ebb and flow. And perhaps more importantly, the poll journey, the journey of polls, has begun for the Archon Prophecies. Now, typically, this goes on for about a week. So the first one was today on Friday at the time of recording. So probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll have more polls to just have a fun, interactive journey before they drop the announcement for Archon Prophecies. After the announcement goes out, it'll probably be 4 or 5 weeks before it's released. So I'm expecting a late July release for the next DLC and the last DLC of Expansion Pass 2, and we do believe that there is going to be an Expansion Pass 3. So, lots of Age of Wonders content in the future. Glint's journey is coming to an end. This will probably be the second to last episode, and then after that, I'm going to be doing a quick Blint campaign for the 4th story realm. With my plan, my adapted plan for that series, Blint should be able to crumpet right quick. And then we can embrace the radiance. Future Fabe here. Surprise. This is Glint's grand finale. I'm sure the title prepares you for that. But the polling continued over the weekend because Triumph is that dedicated to the cause. I respect it. On Friday, the poll began peacefully. As a ruler that had a prophecy of a grave threat. Upon waking it up as we are encountering a horde of undead minions, our loyal steed, Griffin the Griffin, came to our aid, and above the Archon Observatory, someone raised an undead army, and we counter with... We don't know yet. Summon a Paladin squad is winning, but obviously when you're facing a horde of undead, you animate your own horde of undead. Come on, people, this is basic necromancy 101. Anyway, where do you think this is all leading? So if you are as excited as I am for Glint's climax, feel free to the video. It does help out the channel. And as mentioned, we are now in first place. We have secured 4 seals, and victory is in sight. But it would be boring to just sit here for 24 turns. Why would I do that? Especially when Dwayna is right here. Dwayna from the Haven of Hope is assaulting relentlessly. And, well, we can't have that now, can we? Our armies have just returned from being dead. Isn't that nice? Actually, I really have not been enjoying the Immortals aspect of this campaign, so it's really not nice. But hey, it has been convenient nevertheless. We have a new army coming to us from here. 2 Dwarven Berserkers, a Stormbringer, our new endgame unit that we just acquired, and the Dragoon to shoot, the Cannon to blast, and the Mage Lock to make one of the greatest pistol sounds, or I suppose rifle sounds, ever to exist. You're going to go over here. We might even need more here. I don't want to leave a Stormbringer here. We have a healer. We have spears. We have a Mage Lock. Shall we get a second Mage Lock? No, better yet. Cannon. Yes. Glint's staying here to heal up. So my plan is very simple. We are going to chill, to vibe. Oh, I meant to call this. It was not the Hall of Champions. The area that we entered in the mist is called the Hall of Heroes. And that's what this will be called. Ja. Empire skills available, is it? What are we getting? Where is it? I don't see it. Deceiver! Right, whatever. Dwayna has returned to the Haven of Hope and went over this way. Apparently. The Great Dwarf has crossed Blint. That's fine by me. A friendship has been declared by Dwayna and Grenth. And Grenth returned the friendship, which is weird for an isolationist, but it happened. Rivalry between the Great Dwarf and Blint. A war party from Silverdam. I don't even know who they are. We can make a bounty, don't care. I am pleased to see that we see a friend in the Great Dwarf. Should we declare friendship with you again? Because you ended it for some reason? A new rally. Ooh. A Shrine of Smiting, you say? An accursed trickster, you say? A transmuter? A storm giant? Wow, we got some fun things here. Do I care? Ah, not really. I'm trying to think. There weren't really many nature things in Guild Wars, were there? The Ranger had, they weren't facets, were they? They could make these, little spirits. They were like the avatar of Melandru. There were a lot of those in Eye of the North. Because that expansion was basically dealing with... Oh. It introduced the Norn. Wow, they won. And we captured a few. Okay, sure. It was dealing with the Norn. And the Norn didn't believe in the 5 gods. They believed in the great spirits. And I think... lore-wise, there's connection between the Great Spirits and Melandru. Maybe. That might not be true. I think it's true, though. I think it is. But remember, they canceled Utopia. I think Utopia was meant to have a lot of answers about, like, the gods and the godlike entities. But, things learned in another reality, I suppose. I'm trying to remember, do units on seals just not regenerate, or am I just unlucky? Or is this related to the no respite? It could be that. Half of the stars that make up the fabled greatsword of the constellation of Javeska's charge have disappeared. The nimble Tigran warlord represented in the constellation now appears to brandish a short sword. Your warriors feel quickened by the cosmic phenomenon and report a surge in stamina and agility. They may move across the battlefield more deftly at the expense of brute strength. Even though their strikes inflict less damage, your warriors will have no trouble meeting their enemies in combat. Melee and physical range attacks against this unit have minus 20% accuracy. Melee attacks deals 1% less damage, and we have shock units have very fast movement. Okay, so it's shock units only. Charge forth on the wings of victory, my warriors. Spoiler alert, we have no shock units. Nada. Zip. Zilch. I should destroy this. Otto, my scouty boy. Okay, so the team's coming back. We are still healing, licking our wounds. I told you I wasn't going to sit here and just wait for 24 turns, and we're not. I didn't lie. But we do have to heal up. And I have to distribute our units through this to figure out what's going on here. Because I'm not sure. You're still waiting and healing as well. We have another Stormbringer to join the front line. We have the teleporter network up and running, though, so we can bunk. The Staves of Grace. Hey, look. The Cleansing Rain removes all negative status effects. Nice. We can go Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning combos very well with the Storm. You got your Armory. Fantastic. Get that. Good. Duskwatch has been captured by Balthazar. There's nothing I can do about this. Unfortunately. You are attempting to deceive me. Ooh, Trollkin. Interesting. Attempting to deceive me. Why do all my governors suck? Thoughts? Well, I could do this, actually. Because there's only one more throne city I plan on taking. Dimitrikev. I don't think we have a defender yet, do we? I wouldn't mind a scholarly governor. I've never understood instructor, because it wants to lead a full army of legendary rank units, and for that it gets trainer, which gives all non-hero units in army plus 50% bonus experience, but the units that are in the army are legendary, and thus don't need experience. Isn't that kind of weird? I guess it's meant to be, you know, to trade off to a new units. Oh, what do I know? What city does not have a governor? Oh, none of them presently. The sharpest great sword is in. That is not for Glint. That is for you. Virohan. There you go, buddy. Look at that. The sharpest greatsword. Yes, I'll take a sword for 500. I wouldn't mind a ritualist. Ritualists are fun. And we could have a dwarf join us. I don't remember if there were any female dwarves. I don't think there were. You look ridiculous, but you do kind of look like a dwarf that's undergone the rite of the Great Dwarf. That's something. Should we make her... No, just... We'll go astral. She's part of the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood of the Dragon. Am I going to give her my typical stuff? Let's do the AoE heals this time. Beautiful. So, of course, ritualists, I love making them healers. That's kind of just what they're good at. Restore. I went with the regenerating support because it leads into an AoE. This turns her basic support ability into a 1 hex radius heal, which of course also gives regeneration. We got the Master of Healing, so while Army Leader, all units gain 15 hit points per world map turn, which stacks with Foraging Trainer, so it's plus 25 hit points per turn. And her basic attack will now heal a nearby ally for plus 10 temporary hit points, and that opens the door for the support resistance, leading all the way down to Battlefield Restoration. And now, we can give her the Wand of Polymorph. I don't have anything else for you, really. You can have the Hardy Boots, I suppose. And you know what? Look at that. She has an okay staff. It's weird looking for a dwarf, but it's an okay staff. You know? I don't feel like I really need her here. But sure. She's also probably a better governor than this guy. Are you the aquatic? You are. Yeah. There you go. The Labyrinth of Illusion. Alright, what is this? Join us in our war, Glints. Sure. One moment. Is this enough? Okay, so look. I am okay, perfectly okay, accepting that. You can leave. However, I don't want to do it when it's moderate, because that'll reduce my income of Imperium. My treaty with Grinth has been broken. Oh, that's... Oh... Hey, Blint and Doom are breaking their defensive pact, probably because Doom went to war with Melandru. Grinth is breaking his alliance with Dwayna, interesting. And that's because the Great Dwarf declared on Dwayna. Oh my goodness. Melandru considers me her friend. Nice. I'm not sure you're going to feel that way once I decline yet another war. I am pleased to see we share a friend in Melandru. Are you? Look at all these seals I've captured. I sense uncertainty. The Saves of Grace will go on our support units, granting them inner grace, so they, at the start of the turn, they get grace if they don't have grace. Their support abilities will also grant 1 grace, and they obtain the Cleansing Rain ability, which in a 1 hex radius, friendly units will lose their native status effects, and the enemy units will lose their positive status effects. That is a lot. I didn't realize how large those druids were. Okay. So we are about ready to rumble. We do have natural recovery. Good, good, good. Am I just slapping these units into the dwarf? It might be. We'll see. Glint will stand upon this. I think every time I leave the seal and then reclaim it, I'm getting negative relations with people, which is amusing. Don't get it twisted. Put a blizzard in the pockets. The pockets. I have very low resources. Maybe we shouldn't craft anything. So Albaid is still here. This city concerns me. It's positioned to threaten 2 of my seals, but if we just destroy Dwayna, like, that solves the problem. That's kind of my plan. I think Silvercourt's in the way, so we're going to have to go bonk it, but it'd be very unfortunate if this gets attacked by enemies, but it is what it is. Okay, we're printing units. You'll love to see it. Glint has been assaulted again. Let's auto and see what happens. Maybe I shouldn't auto. They did okay. Just okay. Looks like they're done. There's Dwayna herself. I think we're going to be fighting a lot of Dwayna today, team. Just a thought. This was a choice. This was a choice you made, and it was the wrong one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, it'd be really bad if this seal gets attacked. Ah! Of course. Why wouldn't it? A gremlin is summoned next to one of the owner's units every 2 turns. That's great. I just realized that's not a healing. This is the aggro squid? Whatever it is. Alright. Though it pains me to say this, a lot of our success... a lot of our success is going to come down to... some YOLOs here. Interesting. The floating squid can't fly. That is curious, is it not? I was laughing because I pressed backspace, which is the way to end the turn and go into guard mode in Spellforce Conquest of AO. Oh, boy. Decent shot. Unfortunately, this won't be half as decent. Okay, now the question is, do we... Wait. Are these mind control loss immunity? No? I guess we just wait. I think we're waiting. Yeah, okay. I keep pressing it. I keep going to press backspace. That game has really changed my opinion. I used to really dislike it. But I think I'm vibing with it now. Conquest of AO, that is. I think I'm just... Do I have the mana to drop the base again? I think I do. I do. Once the Berserk is worn off. This spell is cracked, by the way. It's just... It's straight up not fair. Well. Okay. Wait, were you supposed to teleport? There you go. That was a summon unit, so I didn't have to do that. Is that a Berserker? It is. And I failed. Oh, I can't get there. Is this whole terrain on fire? Wait, what's happening? Anywho. Can you reach 50%? That is a crazy pull. I think I got stunned. Where do I want the bird to go? Bird. Bird. Bird is a bird. Whatever. Okay. Unfortunately, we've gotten out of our little perfect box for this support skill, but... You know what's even more disgusting than the ability that we have? Oh yeah, you all fly. The fact that... That's such... So good! I'm about to complete the construction. The Death Star. No, of my, What's it called? It's not... Is it the lens? The amplifier? The thingy that gives me fortune every time whenever we cast a holy spell. Or order spell, excuse me. Yeah, we're about to go hard. It's gonna be great. We're already very strong. We're about to get giga strong. We also need to heal on healer on this situation. Maybe I can immobilize? Displace. Ah, good old displacement. Of course, the gremlin fully resisted the astral membrane. Why wouldn't it? Look at it. This monk is full health. You could not tell me this is fair. Well, I suppose you could. I just wouldn't believe you. Bippity bobbity. Get off my property. GG. The fact that I got fish off of the YOLO summon is insane. Guildmistress Mary Brassier of the Free City Cragmar greets you with hostility. Really? Dwayna has a tier 4 industrious culture? Free City underneath my Hall of Heroes? Alright, what in the 9 hells am I looking at here? Okay. Good. And we'll take this and put you here. I like how the Horned Gods move in slow motion. Like Treebeard. Alright. That went well. Dark Vigor, you don't say. We now heal in enemy territory. Okay. So, here's the world. You might say dime. That is a nice art. Wait, why are you here? Okay. Huh? Today you may leave unharmed. But no, there will not be peace tomorrow. Alright, so our Legion stands healing. Glint wants to heal too. We could pull out this healer and put you in. This should be a huge boost. Yeah. And then this stack doesn't need 2 berserkers. Instead, it gets a hero. It's Grok Viru. Okay. Viruhan should probably lead his own stack too. But he is also an elitist, so him fighting with our brave Glint makes sense. This is certainly a stack of all time. So where's this druid go? Here. Okay. Looking good. This stack can be improved. We don't need you. Nice. We have this monk, but that's okay. Okay. So if we have the dwarf go with Glints and you to attack, you can hold down the fort once you're healed up. You're exploring. Go explore. Cool. We have another druid of the circle who's coming. Oh, those are Quickmires. Okay. Oh, I don't like that, but okay. Here for health again? You're chilling. We have a cannon to help complete this stack. I guess you can just stay here. We have another druid of the circles. This can probably go up here. I would love for Glint to pull back, but I think she's fine. I mean, this unit really wants to heal. Whatever. The bolstering matrix, that's what it's called. And now we're, of course, building the Astral Amplifier lens. Because that's what all of our attack thingies are. Attack thingies, the technical term. Even though there's a Shieldbund thing on top of this, I'm going to build a mine just for the Merchant's Guild. And, of course, the Dragon Lord benefits. We have Grok Viru. Pagecraft. Thank you. Virohan. My vicious lad. Greater defense. Be a tanky boy. 7 defense. Tanky boy, I guess. Blizzards in the pocket. There's a new Empire development skill. It is Dark Vigor. We love it. There's a call to war. It's not that I don't wanna. It's that I don't want to lose 10 Imperium income. Do I care? I care. I don't really want Melange to turn against me. Whatever. War it is. Going to War of Doom makes sense. Oh, Dwayna burdened me. Dwayna has also crossed Balthazar. Defensive pact broken between the Great Dwarf and Melandru. I have accepted the call to war. You are welcome. Alright. It's in the turn. And see what horror awaits. Oh, we can pull you back. Just switch positions here. Games, stop lagging. Lag? No. Okay. Lag is bad. We good? We're cool? We're chilling? Vibing? We almost are at the Crystal Pact here. Which means we can initiate the Astral Communion again. Which is always fun. I wish we got, is it Conqueror? The ambition that says to take over a free city? Because once we get this all sorted out, which it looks like we're about to, we have to go deal with Cragmar, and we have to go deal with Ultravicalis. Just get them out of here. So Conqueror would be cool, but that's fine. Did you ever pick up these seals? Balthazar may be on that one. He did, okay. Good job, bud. What about this one? You're doing great. So proud of you. He himself is here. Look at that. The Great Dwarf has the pike. Arachna's Bloodletter. Oh, look at that. A reference to Arachnia. I was actually thinking about it the other day, because I was talking to my friend while I was playing Guild Wars 2. The Utopia expansion that was canceled and then repurposed into Eye of the North. I think they would have talked a little bit about the, like, history of the gods. Were you hiding? What just happened here? Because, the zone Utopia was going to introduce was meant to be, or was, like, the playground of the gods, essentially. Alright, the dwarf is coming with us for sure. I think she'll be fun. She has to represent the Brotherhood of the Dwarf after all. Which leaves us with these two armies. Your army's cooler, let's go. So that means for now, Antarok, the Keen-Eyed, is going to be watching over our seal. We'll build up a force to, like, let him go off, but for now, just get some defense. So this will be our seal defense force for now. Okay. I have not lost a seal. I just have to move. I'll do another druid. Yes, we do. So for now, we're going to bring the druid here. And that other druid will go over here. Oh. Well, just kidding. This druid will go here. Then I guess we're getting another druid. Another one. A 2-turn siege, huh? Raiding party? We probably want to undermine the walls and bombard the towers. I'd like some siege guns as well, but I need some money. Have I queued a bunch of stuff up somewhere like a silly boy? Still not enough. Have I queued a bunch of stuff up somewhere like a silly boy? Oh! There's the money. Print another Stormbringer, please. Okay. I will Probably burn the battlement. Do we want to burn the battlements? Probably. Alright. You are staying here to heal. You are staying here to defend. The Stormbringer has been printed. And can defend here. It'll be the one leading the seal stack. Chain Lightning is in, and it is time for our Tier 5 Tome. Now, thanks to Tome's Unbound, we could pick anything that our heart desires and invoke its appropriate god. Grenth for the Tome of the Eternal Lord. God Emperor. Huh. Ironically, this is probably Cormyr, right? The 6th goddess who's not here, that we helped create in the Nightfall expansion? Probably. Melange for the goddess of nature. Creator... This could also be Melange, because Melange is the goddess of earth and nature. Do you get 2 tier 5 tombs? That's cheating. Chaos Lord is definitely Balthazar. And then this is Dwayna, the goddess of air and life. But it's also us, the prophet of the Flameseeker prophecies.
When your capacity to command the arcane reaches its pinnacle, you will find that your connection to the astral sea starts to seep through into this realm and affects your own reality. Distance, for example, is a problem for lesser beings. For you, the farthest corner of the world is but a thought away.
Was this always 30% bonus damage? I thought it was 50 once upon a time. But anyway, we obtain quite a few spells. We actually didn't get the most powerful one, which is amusing. I'm not really a huge fan of astral travel. It just makes your leader teleport to the target hex, and it does mean your leader. This is a single target teleport. It's just Glint moves wherever Glint wants to go, as long as you have vision. Time Stop is a great spell, and I think that's what we want. In a 1 hex radius, enemies become stunned, distracted, and gain 5 marked, which of course synergizes very well with our culture. Cosmic Overdrive is also really good, and we can get that for the siege as long as I remember to... Oh, just kidding. Well, we'll get this one. That'll keep its reduction, I think, anyway. We'll find out for science. We could get another cannon. I do have the war supplies for it. Or the war spoils. Alright, sure. And since we're getting Cosmic Overdrive, it might not be a bad idea to get some Litharine units. We're going to get the big boy soon, so maybe I can make a full Litharine stack to fulfill the promise that I made. It wasn't really a promise, it was just, hey, I can use them in the Glint campaign. I don't care about Exemplar. Priest declared war on me. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Friendship between the Great Dwarf and Grenth. That's... okay. Sure. Sure. Take some food. A Whispering Stone has returned because Runestar has become a supreme vassal. Nice. Anyone else want to be my BFFFF forever? A diplomatic approach will assure victory. Oh, look at that. All of a sudden, we're BFFs as well. Nice. The Great Dwarf is also a fan of my diplomatic actions. Nice, nice. You'll love to see it. Blizzard's in the pocket. We wait. We watch. My mana income is getting low, but we are, like, spending it on a lot of stuff. I want to see the druids have a mana upkeep. Yep. They sure do. And, of course, we have loads of enchantments as well. All over the place, so... Now that we've gotten the tip of the Archmage, we're basically just looking for more enchantments. We're pretending that we're Sandal. Enchantment? Enchantment! I actually have a plan from a long time ago. I really enjoyed my first Spellforce Conquest of AO playthrough. No, I'm referencing Conquest. I literally recorded that like 2 hours ago. I normally don't like to record the same type of game in the same day, but it just worked out that way this time. But my first campaign was Erratus, and I really enjoyed it. It was like my warm-up to this type of genre because it came out before Age of Wonders 4. I was like, hey, I'll play this game and warm up, and they're very different. They play out very differently, but in my mind, I didn't think the Erratus campaign would go on as long as it did, and I thought that I would do, because is it called an Artificer class? Or is it really just called, I think it's called, the Artificer is the crafting type, but there's an enchantment school of magic. And so I was going to go be an Artificer with enchantment and just roleplay a Sandal. Enchantment? The whole time. And that was my plan. You will achieve Seal's victory in 20 turns. Okay, this stack is complete. It could use a healer, but that's what you're here for. My scout has returned from the dead. You're back. The AI has properly positioned, so we can't abuse anything here. You are vibing. You're doing your thing. You are also vibing. Oraculum. Did I ever make this the production? Did I not give you a guild? Alright, fine. This was going to be my recruitment base, but now it's going to be a Scholars Guild. How about it? A friendship between Grenth and the Great Dwarf. Ratpike has become a supreme vassal. BFFFF forever. Still no quest from you. Okay. Melandru. There you go. Thanks for the money. You can be integrated, but why would I integrate you when I released you in the first place? Free cities from Villenholm. Hopefully this shit'll stop in time. Oh, there's a brigand infestation. Excuse me, this is next to my 2 allies. Well, this is an ally of my ally. Friend of a friend of a friend. You know? Looks like Mr. Doom lost a seal. Balthazar himself, the god of challenge, war, and fire, has seen fit to chase down my scout. And somehow... What the... What is this? Alright. Sure. That's fine. You know what? You know what, Balthazar? Are you also stuck? What if this is ever going to get fixed? This is not an Age of Wonders. Well, I guess technically it is, but this is an Age of Fashion thing. I'm not sure what causes this, but apparently this is from the Age of Fashion mod. Units being like T-posing on top of their mounts. If it's still broken, it broke during Giant Kings. So if it's still broken from Giant Kings, and Archon Prophecies is on the horizon, I have low expectations. It's such a great mod for customizing the characters, but you know, we might have to just take it out back. Alrighty. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Here is the Lance of Elemental Slaying. Yes, that does remove an item from my hoard, I am aware, but I don't care. A stone has returned to me. Is that because of vassalage? I think it was. Thank you for the money. So we are now Eternal Pact. This is the highest pact possible with Shalbund. And from it, we can get a few very powerful things, including the Eternal Embassy, which can be built, I believe, in all of your cities, granting 15 mana, 15 knowledge, and 10 Imperium. We can purchase the Litharine Simulacrum, which is a thing we can recruit, I believe. That is a tier 4 shock unit. And we can, of course, purchase the Litharite Astrolabe, which unlocks the Eternal Studies in your cities, which converts production into knowledge, and gives us the third artifact, completing the collection. Ja-ja! Okay, we're gonna go to this war, but first... Every city must build the Eternal Embassy. Wish I had more money, but I'm about to have more money after Glint destroys this foe. Oh, it did re-roll this. Well, whatever, we need the time stop. And then the only thing I really care about, I mean, there's only 4 options for the Tome of the Archmage, but the only thing I care about is the Wave of Disruption, which is apparently, don't correct me if I'm wrong, Wave of Disruption is so powerful that it is banned in most multiplayer lobbies. And I say powerful, but it's really just unfun. I hate it when someone uses it against me. When one of the AI is feeling cheeky, nothing's worse. You know what? This is going to suck if I get attacked, but... I mean, this deck should be able to do it. Go deal with him. Go fight him. Watch there's something invisible here. That would suck. Cosmic Conclave is complete, so next turn we'll trigger the event for the artifact. This guy's leaving, but there's nothing really for him to do. We got our stone back. Saint Spire can be integrated if we care. Bounty, negotiations, yes, yes, yes. Breach. Begin the battle. You standing sillily? Not really, no. Did a pretty good job. Dwayna herself is present, so of course you know the rules. And so, all units gain elemental attunement. Huh. Do I? I was AFK and the towers are healing themselves. Alrighty. Where's Dwayna? There she is. This is a really cool outfit. Again, Age of Fashion allows you to make some really cool looking heroes. Look at that side thigh. Great mod. Just some quirks. Kind of like real life, you know? Alright, so I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, as always. We'll see how the AI feels like it. The Druid of the Cycle is in. We have the Sacrificial Blight. Interesting. But what's really scary about the Druid is the cycle's end, which is a chance to instantly kill an injured target. Now, actually, I have a question. Can I even do that on Immortal? But we also have Restart the Cycle, which is able to completely resurrect. Requires life from death to be used. I have no idea what life from death is. Anywho, it's a big ol' heal, and if they're dead, it brings them back to life. The Druids are pretty powerful. I'm pretty sure they have been both nerfed and buffed. Like, 70% certain. Like, they were nerfed functionally, but then they were, given less models? Right? They used to be a 3-model unit, now they're 2. So they technically are better, I think? Question mark? Well, that was a choice. That was a choice of all time. Kind of interesting how they... Okay... Sure. Uh-huh. They chose to have, like, the magic armament, or magic battlements. There we go. But have almost exclusively archers? Are we grand protectioning, or are we... Sure. Yep, that gave fortune. Really? I am shocked. Here you go. And here I go. Bibbity bobbity. Get off my property. Wait, those are my units. Oh, why do you have one of my units? Who betrayed me? Betrayer! You've doomed us all! Resisted. Well, my disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. So the Stormbringers, they have a cool feature where their ranged weapon is a line attack. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I'm sending the Barbarian in. Go in here. That way, this cannon can shoot that. Nice. And you... Not quite in range for that. What if you maximize? I like that. I like this. I like that. I like this. Go with that. This is an Overseer, unfortunately. Kaboom. About this mind control. I don't appreciate it. Boom. You think the cannon sent the message? Almost kills? Hey, you're good to go. Is there foliage here for me to convert? No. There is here, but my hero is standing in it. Bibbity bobbity, get off my property. Ah, it's so good. It never gets old. I think we'll keep our monk here. To protect from the impending Garbaggio. We can patch up Glint, our Supreme Dragon. It's been pretty good. They keep casting the Anthem of Victory as if it's going to give them victory, but I mean... I can respect it. You know? That was a choice. I remember one of the earliest tricks in the book. It might still work to an extent. Is, that first nature tome. Whose name I don't remember. Does Immortal cancel Steadfast? Interesting. Kaboom. The Tome of Blight, is that? Anyway, it allows you to summon... One of its spells is you can summon the living vines. Sure. As a spell in combat. And the AI just hates dealing with it. They will attack that as if it owes them money or something. It's really funny. One day we'll have killing momentum. So a trick to overcome Brutal was always to, like, get that tome. Lightning Storm! I mean, that's a nice breath. It does kill my living vine, but I don't think I care. Yeah, no. And early on, you could just use that to abuse the AI's inability to think around it. Pretty fun. It still, like I said, it still kind of works. You just can't use it as blatantly as we did in the past. They didn't fix it, but, you know, they realized its flaws. Oh, that sound effect. So good. 10 out of 10. $69. Nice. Wow. My ritualists are doing some damage. I like it. All my range is doing some damage. Huh? Oh, cooldown. Alright, fine. Bibbidi bobbidi. Why are you doing no damage? Oh. Okay, cool. And thus remains only 3 ritualists. Oh yeah, heal the healing spire. That's gonna be your winning strategy, Dwayna. I think Dwayna followed my heart and went for the heal that leaves you at 1 AP. That's my favorite upgrade, but I chose to be different this time. Because I always go for that. Oh, you don't have Slip Away. What happened to that? Oh, anyhow. Not my problem anymore. Oh yeah, this is melee range, I forgot. Whip! And then there was one. Ah, city taken. Victory! The Crystal Queen. Just gonna auto this. Should be fine. Yep, it was. So, Silvercourt, what should we do? I'm thinking this is a vassal. Not migrate. Wait, can I get Benevolent Conquerors? No. The play is probably to absorb it and release it, right? That's probably the play. Okay. Oh boy. So we'll wait 2 turns. Glint has leveled up, reaching level 16 and becoming an Elder Dragon. I don't think Wind Barrier double stacks, right? I think Elder of Materium. I mean, we have with Rust Breath, right? So I might as well go Elder of Materium as well. Unstoppable Juggernaut. Materium Scales. Oh, yeah. And of course, we get my favorite, the Ancient of Earth. She is the Ancient of Earth. She is as ancient as it gets. I don't really care for this hex stuff. I gotta be honest. I've been thinking about it. I think we just take more hit points. Back in my day, the Dragon Lords had their own type of health upgrades. Dwayna has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Grok Viru is level 3. Nice. He's resourceful. And he completed his major ambition. Of course, that's why he got this. So, he has to pillage. That's pretty evil. My domain has been invaded. Not gonna lie, I thought I'd get more money here, but it's fine. We'll just get a thingamajig. Cosmic Overdrive is being cast, and next turn it shall be in play. As well as, of course, the artifact. Event triggering. We're at 84 tickets, or... Well, I guess it's just a smaller version of this icon. It's a keyhole? It's Kingdom Hearts! Now, there's a series I haven't thought of in a while. They dropped the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, like, years ago, and then just never talked about it again. Anyone have any info on that? Not quite as bad as Elder Scrolls 6, but it's getting up there. Where's Elder Scrolls? Oh, the fish! This is rude as hell. Can I win this? Dwayna's dead, so technically there's no magic here. So what we need to do... Is this really going to come down to the barbarian getting mind controlled or not? Immortal might actually screw me on this. Hold on. Just give me a turn to heal. Okay. I think we got it. Maximize. Boom. I have begun to notice a problem. You may have spotted it, but thankfully our income is changing a bit. I'm surprisingly low on mana. But we're working on it. It's fine. Honestly, integrating this city is going to be a huge boon in that department. But, yeah, there are so many conduits here. Huh? It'll be fine. Look at Glint glowing. So the Materium Elder Dragon has given her these, like... What would you call these? These wispy flow. This actually is very lore appropriate for her, because she kind of glue? Glue? Load? Kind of. A low-risk battle. Villenholm likes its inquisitors. That's what I'm understanding from this. Javaska's great sword has been celestially reforged. The stars have returned to complete the constellation. Warriors leading the charge discover that their normal stamina has been restored. Fortunately, the strength in their arms has also returned. The time of bolting across the battlefield like a gale of fury has passed. Or has it? Some warriors delight in the return of their martial strength, while others miss their increased agility. What did you prefer? I prefer my warriors strong. The trainer Ogre has packed up the training camp set in your domain and is ready to depart. Many heroes come to me. Now I must go to heroes again. The trainer Ogre draws a wooden sword and salutes you. But not here. Elsewhere. Away from you. You wonder if this is meant as an insult. Horizon beckon me. I go seek new heroes to train. Farewell. The trainer Ogre sets his carriage in motion and drives away. Such is the life of a wandering instructor. It has become a familiar sight. The formal greeting of the eternal sages in their crystalline library in Shelbund. Laffingor's droning voice explains. You have proven yourself a valuable ally to our cause, Crystal Queen Glint. One last favor remains. We seek to reach out to our scattered kin across the astral sea, to commune and exchange our pooled knowledge from all realms and worlds. The ritual calls for an individual to act as medium, an individual with the powers of a god here. Will you accept the Eternal Sage's invitation to become a medium for their ritual to commune with other crystal dwellings? Yep, sure. Sounds fun. Everyone's waiting for one turn. Hey, yo, stop. You know the rules. And so do I. Balthazar is gonna fucking die. Well. You know what's really funny? At least I think it's funny. Balthazar is kind of the GOAT from the first game. Wow. But in Guild Wars 2, you know, when the gods, like, departed from the realm or whatever, which I still am kind of upset about, Balthazar is the only one who refused to do so. He's the god of challenge, after all. And, the other gods imprisoned him so that he wouldn't do anything silly. And apparently that's kind of like the whole plot of the Path of Fire expansion, which I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers, please. But like the imprisoned Balthazar goes to the players or something? I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how that storyline unfolds, you know, by the end of the year. I want this and I want this. I guess this is sooner, so we'll get that started. I did clear this just for you. Knowledge? So, like, originally, Balthazar was the GOAT, the god of war. He was... Everyone wanted to worship Balthazar. And then he was kind of just like... Guild Wars 2 kind of just... This isn't great for Grok Viru, but I don't care. We'll grab Magecraft 2 for more damage and ignoring debuff resists. And Distant Evocation for +1 range for all magical effects. Huzzah! And Cosmic Overdrive is already granting all magical origin units and any combat summons plus 30% damage and very fast movement. My goodness, that is an upkeep. It actually makes our Phantasm Warriors now kind of really terrifying. Look at our prison. It grows. It's full of tinkering humans still, but it grows. Balthazar has withdrawn to the void. I did that. Melancho has crossed me. I could not care less, Blint. Defensive pact between the Great Dwarf and Melandru. Well, we knew this was coming. We knew it was coming. Need to pull this over here to heal up. Do I do anything about this, I suppose is the question. Not yet, I don't think. I think I do, I just don't do it yet. This guy's gonna have to put in some work. Antarok. We'll refine his stack, and then he's just gonna go do stuff. Bonk people. Live his life. While the army marches north. Silvercourt will be our temporary possession, and it's gonna boost our income quite a lot, I'm expecting. But I think we trade it for the Haven once we get to that stage. Oh, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Whoa! Look at us. We're about to breach 100 points. Won't that be spicy? We could start crafting some things, but I mean, our ritualist came with a nice stuff, and I don't particularly care. But anything else, I don't think. Uh-oh. The one... Well, there goes the seal. The stack moved off to go heal, and the seal got attacked. Of course it did. Alright, Silvercourt is ours. Again, this is a temporary measure. But, you have no foresters. And it did, as I expected, help our, mana situation. Okay. We march. We made all sorts of paths, so we're just going to road gore this into oblivion. I think we can wait one turn. I think. And those are Pirate Knights, which, by the way, are being buffed in the next update. Isn't that great? Okay. I guess we wait one more turn here. Then we go unite with that stack. Okay. I remember the bug for this. Good times. Oh. Alright, we'll wait. Dwayna has returned. Dwayna has withdrawn. Rivalry ended between the Great Dwarf and Blint, which for cause a sense of war party. My domain has been invaded. Next turn we expand our governance, which will dramatically improve our income. Right now our income is slightly improved. This will dramatically improve it. Because this is producing so much mana, I cannot even fathom. This better be a Mage's Guild. Okay. Alright. It is. What an exciting turn! Wow. This was great. Give me a cannon. Wait, why can't I recruit this? Oh, I'm literally out of mana. Give me a cannon. Give me a quest. The Haven of Hope is vulnerable. But I think, if I'm counting correctly, which I never am, about 5 stacks are going to return to the Haven at this turn start. Or they went to Albane. I'm not sure which one. They went to Albane. That is a little complicating, but hey. They're probably coming here, right? Hashtag just immortal things. Remind me never to play with that again. It's been amusing. But only just. You know what I'm saying? This is an Inferno Hound, not an Inferno Pup. Interesting. You want to summon an Inferno Pup? Or Hound, excuse me? You can summon an Inferno Hound. Look at this angry dwarfen face. You know she wants to summon an Inferno Hound. There are evil dwarves. What were they called? I suppose were is the more accurate term. There aren't any dwarves. Well, there is a dwarf in Guild Wars 2. I don't know his name. I literally just met him for like 5 seconds when I was playing my ranger to unlock the weapon mastery. The stars suddenly appear in the sky, followed by droning hums that ripple through the ground. The air tastes like cherries. Astral connections are drawn between crystal dwellings on other realms, appearing in the shape of an arcane whirlpool. Strands of purple energy emerge between the stars, reaching to connect with a medium. At once, all strands have touched down and shellbond, causing energy to shoot back into the cosmos. The surges soon reach an equilibrium. The connections are stabilized. The Cosmic Conclave, a communion among eternal sages, has begun. This is the Cosmic Conclave that Shelburne manifested, with you at its center. All-knowing power from across the astral sea is coursing through your immortal body. The secrets of the cosmos laid out before me. So also just gain 100% bonus knowledge income. As the medium, you gain additional rewards when any player completes research based on what type of research it was. Order grants city stability, chaos grants draft, astral grants mana, materium grants gold, nature grants food, shadow grants knowledge, and research of any without any affinity grants imperium. Dual affinity research yields rewards for both. You know, I just realized they could have very much so made that a thing where you had to go to Shelburne. Like they could have made like one of the tiles glowing, being like, hey, stand here to act as the medium for this thing. And I am so glad they didn't. Thank you, Triumph Studios. You could have done it. You could have been mean. Okay. I think we cut the ogre. And we take another Stormbringer and the Druid of the Cycle. And we go this way. Ogre, I hardly even know her. We meet up with this stack, we reclaim the seal, and we stop Ultravicalis from existing. There it is, Disruption Wave. Enemy units have a base 120% chance of becoming disrupted, which is infuriating. It disables unit enchantments, and it is such a kick in the dick. It's just, goodbye, you lost all your effectiveness. Dispels 2 positive status effects from enemies and dispels 2 negative status effects from all allies. It's probably one of the best spells in the game. It's just, it's so, like I said, It's been banned in multiplayer, supposedly, which just speaks for itself. Expanded governance. There's our income. Nice. Balthazar has returned to the Fissure of Woe, far away from me. Doom has crossed you, couldn't care less. I have crossed you. I have. Bounty posted, don't care. This is a problem. They did go to Albane, look at that. Okay. Someone got some astral research. That might have been me. Are we worried? No. Because that's the Labyrinth of Illusion. And in 2 turns, it is very possible Dwayna returns to the Haven of Hope, and I just kill her. Because, fun fact, leaders have to return to their capital city, and because the capital city is besieged, she can't leave. Hey! That was a great change. That was an exceptional change. I know people were upset about it for a little bit. Wait, were they upset about it, or was it one of those things where, like, they heard about the change, thought it was going to be awful, and were mad about it preemptively? Might have been that. Well, let's be honest, it's goated. No more will we have to chase people around, position ourselves to hide behind the city so they can't leave in a particular direction that would be advantageous to them. Man, the things we'd used to do. Then, of course, they'd leave. They always would leave. And you'd have to go chase them down, but because they got the head start, you'd never be able to catch up to them, unless for some reason they felt like turning around on you, so you could go with a weaker force to try and bait them into attacking you, so they allow them to escape. There's just a whole ordeal, you know? There's a whole thing, and now, problem solved. One minor mechanical change. Bada bing, bada boom. And if you really want to get out of there, you can still teleport. I think that was a good, loophole's not the right word. It's like a condition that you can indeed escape if you wish. Look at all the free money. This is like the strongest defense stack, and the seal just has not been attacked in ages. Alright. You want to go? Let's go. A safe battle. Seal reclaimed. Disruption wave is in. I don't think I care for static shield, but you know what I do care about? This completing and then granting me a tome. A new tome. So at this point, we're kind of just interested in getting enchantments, and I might as well grab +1 range. We're here.
High above the petty machinations of mortals lies the domain of the sky. Here, the winds flow wild and free, unfettered by the land below, uncaring, powerful. Those who manage to bend these winds to their will harness a truly powerful and liberating force. Foes are swept away, plucked from safety, and allies are buoyed, bolstered beyond their land-bound capabilities.
That was nice, Tempest. I hit for Seeker Arrows, that's it. That was quite literally the only thing I care about. Boom, +1 range on skirmishers and ranged units. The goat. We also got our Astral Amplifying Lens. Here is our Eternal Embassy. Cool. Silvercourt has its Palisade Walls. It's also going to get an Eternal Embassy. It'll be released, but we'll... Wait, what? Oh, hey, we got to Quickening. I still... Okay, so I know casting spells on turn 1 when your enemy cannot is pretty good. It's pretty good. There's no denying it. But this used to be down here, like the 3rd or 4th Imperium talent, as it is now. That feels weird to me. I still have not adjusted that. It's been like 5 patches. Anyway, Dwayna's back. Melandru has withdrawn, so Melandru is dead. Another city, Dwayna? Really? Another one? Wow. This is a cool little handcrafted region. Condemn me all you want. Bounty has been created. A Whispering Stone has returned because Mistuary is a supreme vassal. We have only supreme vassals. But don't worry. It won't change. Or that will change. 30. Oh, you give me Imperium. Nice. Yes, we can integrate Mystery if we want. There was a time when I wanted to integrate them, but I think the time has passed. This war of ours is tiresome. Is it? Ooh, okay. All right. Hear me out. I'm literally about to destroy her next turn. No. No. You have forced my hands. You think befriending Mystery helps? I don't care what you think I think. Oh, look at that. The AI is being annoying. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look at all of our vast... Wait, what happened here? There's nothing here. Our vast income. I think lore-wise, Glint would accept. Glint would accept Dwayna going, okay, I agree with your choice to invade for the greater good. You will save Tyria with your reckless actions. Let's go together. Glint would accept that, I think. Fairly confident, in fact. However, I have her literally on the ropes, and by removing her, the AI no longer needs to calculate. She doesn't have to play her turn anymore. So for the sake of performance and my fucking seal, I think I can win this. Well, don't let these health pools deceive you, because they're all just going to heal, annoyingly. I could probably win this, but then there were so many more stacks around this that's like not worth it. Congratulations. On the final turn of your existence, you were able to uproot my second weakest seal. I'm proud of you, Dwayna. You did something with your fleeting existence. Not everyone can say that. But, you can. This flickering is new. This little, like, blue thing here. I know Yordi was working on it, because it was like an issue that they weren't able to replicate, the flickering that I've had in my playthroughs. And then they got the issue in one of their dev stream playthroughs. But They were only able to partially fix it. The fact that they were able to fix it on an issue that they can't replicate is pretty goated. They're good at what they do. Although I'm sure some would disagree, but I don't. I think we're approaching the point where it's time to start cutting. The free city of Silverdam. Oh. Well, my friends, before I look at all of this notifications, it's time. You got two storm giants out of nowhere. A storm giant and a rock giant. Good job, Dwayna. You know the rules. And so do I. You know, this might be a, I've been thinking about this for a couple minutes now. But this might be the end. I didn't cast the wind thing, did I? I could totally carry this to victory here. Gonna take some editing. Probably gonna take me 3 hours or so, but... We destroy Dana? Dana? Who's Dana? We destroy Dwayna. And then I just sit on the seals and... AFK. Ow! It's my hero, bitch. Why do they always go for the mage locks? Do they not realize how rude that is? Bop. Made a slight mistake. I don't know if that was the correct choice, but it was the choice I made. I used it for fortune as well. Cannon, go boom. Always the mage locks. Bibbidi bobbidi. I will forever enjoy that sound effect. And I will miss it in the next playthrough. Because there will be no guns in the next playthrough. But that's okay. There will be ranged weapons. Just no guns. I should have enough time, right? Bibbidi bobbidi. Ooh, that was a nice hit. I should. It hasn't been announced yet. I can't start freaking out already about the release date for Archon Prophecy. It'll be fine. I was really late to being notified about it. About the Giant Kings. That guy is still standing, by the way, but he is totally dead. I didn't even really like play in the test room that I got an early look at until it was time. Oh, Blinty boy. I plan to check it out this time, though. Hopefully I can provide some more feedback about the flickering when the creator version's out. Who knows, maybe it'll all be fixed. Smile. Aw, you're more than 2 tiles away from me. It means I can't sprint into it. Yep. Why is this guy so tanky? curse you. Right, literally. Literally and figuratively. And then I'm going to blast you. Bop. Alright. Now I'm going to blast you. Look at that. The power of the Brotherhood of the Dragon overcame the power of a god. You have crumbled the last defenses of Dwayna and cast her into the astral void, banishing her from this realm. Whatever schemes Dwayna had in the works, none of them shall come to fruition. The last of her misguided troops flee to hide in the hills and woods. Her Dwaynas charged, their spirits crushed by their false idol's yoke, now find themselves at your mercy. O glorious Crystal Queen. Whatever the future holds, Dwayna is a thorn in your side. No more. How will you commemorate this extraordinary victory? With a parade. And we shall absorb the Haven of Hope. Alright. I wish I had just like any unit to come walk on this. I need to heal up before I can go take these. Hey. Get over here. I mean, I could split the stack, I suppose, but I think that is what keeps it safe. Keeps it secret, keeps it safe. Staying here. This is... Oh. I was gonna say, who has this? This is this belonged to Lissa. So we'll just vassalize this and then use it as like a defense point from that area. We're absorbing the Haven. Downpour is in. This isn't really relevant to us. This is also not really relevant to us, but we can take that. Sure. Oraculum. Research node. The Silver Quartz. Again, not really important. The Halls of Heroes. I'm being attacked. I don't like that. The Labyrinth of Illusion. I'm being sieged. I don't like that. We can make this a quarry. Build an armory. The Dragon's Lair. Wow, we can all add X. Look at that. Look at that. Here's a Forester. Antarok the Keen-Eyed. Get some defense, please, buddy, old pal. Worma Dustraker. This is our dwarf. Our Brotherhood of the Dwarf. You want some Adept of Materium? Meteor Strike is always funny on a Staff Wielder. Doom has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Well done, the Great Dwarf. Milandru has returned to the Sanctum. Welcome back. How are you doing? You're level 7? Not great. Dwayna has withdrawn because Dwayna is dead. We shall make peace. Shall we? Maybe we shouldn't. The Great Dwarf would like us to negotiate. We'll enter an alliance with him, sure. He wants to be free. We can be free. Province being pillaged. Oraculum. Get your Eternal Embassy. Look at all of our free knowledge. and greatness. I did get +1 range. Fantastic. Okay. The Haven. Secure. This is a 1-turn absorb. So now... Oh, Shellbun's right here. Look at that. So now... Glint is free to roam around and do as she pleases, which is going to be killing Villenholm, because Villenholm is rude. The Haven of Hope belongs to Glint. The Beacons of Unity, huh? 6 gold mines and 5 conduits? Are you mental? But by claiming the Haven of Hope, we have access to the Pretender's Throne. This is a mine, all owned provinces adjacent to this ancient wonder gain plus Imperium additional income, and we get the Rock Giant and Storm Giant to the Rally of Wages. That's why she had those. What is with the AI and not building basic buildings? Hello? Well, anywho. Villenholm shall perish this day. It shall be deleted. I'm not even going to give it the respect of fighting. We're just going to crush it. Huh. Is Dragon Slayer really worth tier 4? Interesting. Raiding party, blah, 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 blah. Beacons of Unity, huh? I could probably do that faster. Which is actually an amusing thought. Look how many unkept seals there are. Well. A new hand touches the beacon. Need to get over there with the real army. 15 turns. So technically, it would not be faster if everything here stays according to plan. We have a new 6-stack. Wow, they stayed together. How rude is that? Can you believe it? They stayed together. I'm trespassing through Albade. Oh, the Garden of Affluence. Yeah, sure. A new tome? What tome do we want? I know. Artificing.
Artifice, I like to think, is the ultimate expression of genius made physical. To translate something as intangible as an idea into a working, walking automaton is truly a magnificent thing. When one can turn such creations into behemoths, marrying machine with magic that can level or raise a city, they may veritably claim the title of Artificer.
I think Reaper Bolt Throwers... So Reaper Bolt Thrower is not bad. It does 2 fortification damage and gives you bolt repeaters. But, despite me calling them Reaper Bolt Throwers. Those are the Druki weapons, right? From Total War. Or from Warhammer Fantasy. Anywho. The Reaver's starting siege project also does 2 fortification damage, right? Anyway, we're here for Artisan Armaments, and that's kind of just it. Crit, 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 crit. The AI has decapped my thing. Haven of Hope has a food shortage. Yeah, because you didn't build any farms. I'm not mad. I'm not mad as rivalries are going down between Blint and the Great Dwarf. I'm now the keeper of Dwayna's charge. They're Dwayna's charge, but I'm in charge. Uh-huh. Or as some creatures would say, charge. I apologize to anyone who played during the patches era of Hearthstone. I am aware that I have caused deep and emotional damage. But, it happens. I'm going to have to release this city. And this city sucks. The only saving grace of the Haven of Hope is that it has this incredible ancient wonder with it. And Dwayna wasn't even making the most of it. Look, the city has 10 Imperium income. Wait, that's from this and this. Is it not working? It should be giving +4, right? Oh, the city cap is reducing the income. Ah, right. Yeah. Oh, we can just increase the city cap. A risky battle. Titans. Ah. Okay. The fight for the seal. Ooh, was a defeat. I think I could do this. We just huddle up and play, cast our defensive card, right? Defensive card. Defensive spell. First I reference Patches the Pirates, and then I mistakenly say card instead of spell? Who is this man and what have I done with Fabe? I haven't even played Hearthstone in like 7 years. Oh my, 7 years. Well, you get the point. I think Disruption Wave would get rid of this bullshit enchantment. Probably not. There are a lot of units. You know what I think they should do? I think they should buff Disruption Wave and make it remove combat summons. Controversial. Perhaps. Did they buff these tier 4 mages yet? Because I heard they were, or not heard, but I've always felt like they're garbage, these ones. Little Treebeard. They're quite large, but Treebeard. Every time I've used them, they felt pretty not great. Disruption Wave! That's right. No fun allowed. Only I get to have fun. That's literally how this spell works. No one else has fun. Just me. Sure all this stuff is out of the way. We're actually getting combat. Oh no, we're not. But we're getting casting points for killing the little spawns. Ruh-roh. My cannon's about to have a heyday here. Let's go, cannon. Let's go. Bibbidi bobbidi. Get off my property. That works too, I suppose. I got concerned for a moment, but I shouldn't have. Okay. Hello. There's a Druid of the Cycle back there. Probably doesn't feel very worth it, honestly. This also doesn't feel very worth it. Am I just dropping the Chain Lightning? Okay. I am immobilized. Okay. Yeah. You can't cast the cycle's end in somebody's zone of control, right? That'd be really rude. I don't think they can. So Grace is kind of OP. Kinda good. In case anyone was curious. This is the nymph. We'll get on her. Wrong cleanse. Boom. I think we're gonna have to move next turn. What a shame. Can you imagine moving? Disruption Wave didn't do a whole lot in this battle, but it did remove all like the strength that they had. And that was nice. Alright, Cannon. Begin the waddle. The great waddle of our time. Druid on Druid violence. Who could condone this? Alright, well, I feel pretty good about this. I think we've won. Secured our victory. Flee, you craven dogs. There's nowhere for them to go. They're independent scrubs. Cool. What just happened? You have been a thorn in my side long enough, Crystal Queen Glint. Prepare for war. Alright. Oh. Congratulations, Crystal Queen Glint. You have managed to annoy me enough that I actually have to take action and destroy you myself. Alright, well, I am now at war with everyone I'm not in an alliance with. Which is kind of how we saw this panning out. If we're all just being honest with ourselves. Do I have this yet? No. We do, however, have the Rite of the Dreadnought, which I think I'm popping. All currently active units permanently gain +1 defense and +1 resistance. I also just realized I shouldn't have popped that because I was saving my points. Walking, I'm road going, I'm walking. I was saving my points to expand my governance, but okay, so be it. C'est la vie. I don't think anyone will oppose this. I'm fairly certain. Artisan Armaments is in. Let's get... at least I can use favorable winds. The other ones cannot be used at all. Just keep annexing. Just keep annexing. All around the Pretender's throne. Can you believe AI was dumb and did not annex around the throne? I believe we have the new things. Doom has returned to the Hall of Judgments. We have more remains, which we now have a crypt, so that's kind of cool. Rivalry is ended with me and Blint, probably because we're at war now. That's how that works. Rivalry ended between Melandru and Blint. I have called the Great Dwarf to war. He has accepted. Great. Thank you, you're a bro. War has begun between the Great Dwarf and Blint. We knew that. I have called Melandru to war. She has accepted. Well done. Thank you. War between Melandru and Blint. I'm sensing a trend about what's to happen here. Defense back between Doom and Blint. War has ended between Blint and Grenth. War has ended between Doom and Grenth. I have called the Great Dwarf to war against Grenth. He has accepted. Well done. War has begun between the Great Dwarf and Grenth. My treaty has ended with Grenth, which was for something. An alliance was forged between the Great Dwarf and Melandru. So I think the battle lines have been drawn, team. It's Melandru, myself, and the Great Dwarf against Grenth, Doom, Blint, and Balthazar. Although Balthazar is just at peace with the others. He's not in an alliance with them. He's just like, eh. They exist. Alright. Well. That is a choice. Here's Artisan Armaments, granting plus 30% critical hit chance to shields, polearms, fighters, shock, and skirmisher units. What a turn. Future Fabe here. It seemed only fair that during Glint's conclusion, I would include Sathu's conclusion. At least for the first part of the story. I started this character not long after the series began, and I have concluded her story, which is like the main vanilla story of the game that was there when it released all those years ago. And I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for your suggestion to give the game another try, and I appreciate it. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. I've decided to go down the story chronologically. I debated skipping the living worlds and going straight to the expansions to unlock their things, but no, I'm going to experience it as it was meant to be experienced. I'm not sure if the living worlds will give me anything, but hey, hopefully I will find out soon. Thanks again to everyone who suggested playing Guild Wars 2. I've been having fun just chilling, vibing. I'm sure the alt-aholic in me will be creeping out soon to test out the other classes, but Necromancer has been a lot of fun. I like my little pew-pew gun. Thanks again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed these Future Fabe segments. It may return. We'll see. Back to the video. Day 83. Another humble day. I need to start making more units to reinforce this, probably. Maybe this is where our full, Oh, hey, these guys came back, finally. Our elusive full Lithoran stack is going to go. You know? So you're holding on to this. Ultra Vicalis is a thing. I made a huge error. Unsurprising, honestly. I need all these Whispering Stones on Dwayna's to prevent that. Well, shiitake mushrooms. C'est la vie, no? I suppose we can pop Rite of Allegiance and see if it saves it. Just further dwindling, like going down the stream away from expanded governance. You're getting farther and farther away. Ice Coffin, sure. Why not? More spells. Siege Magic, sure. Why not? More spells. We should have gotten the Summon Prosperity Dragon there. And it's time for the infamous, ancient Wombo combo with the Tome of Artificing, the Tome of Devastation.
Above all, the fray. Those who live and breathe war will always grapple for victory. Even after their blades have broken, their bones have shattered, and their brains have been turned to pulp. Build the mightiest war machines and impart your army with a hunger for victory. Then you will be unstoppable.
The only thing that really matters here for us is Flame Burst Weapons, which is an enchantment for even more critical hits. It is a combination as old as Age of Wonders 4. A great one, too. Works out pretty well. We might end up releasing Silvercourt here because it appears I can't trust myself to be able to afford the nice things. Well, at least I keep dumping these research things. It's nice. The Hall of Heroes is besieged. Lost? What do you mean lost? It's not lost. It's right here. Oh, I lost my focus crystal. What? They want me to capture this seal? That's really funny. Defensive pact between Balthazar and Blint. Defensive pact between Balthazar and Doom. Defensive pact between Balthazar and Grenth. An alliance between Blint and Doom. Our first vassal. We can intimidate. For funsies, I suppose. War has ended with Kregmar. I've caught up. Good, good, good. Everyone's happy, I think. Okay. We boosted past Balthazar, which is nice. Citadel's good to go as well. So I think Melandru snuck in over on this seal. This was one that Dwayna was holding. What are we looking at here? So Doom is still in second place with 2. Melandru is in third, and it looks like she also has 2. So I'm just far above and ahead of everybody else, which is nice. My plan is just to crush Villenholm and then, like, get Glint and her 3 armies spread out across the seals and then literally just press end turn. Like, Doom is sieging Bronzegate for 4 turns. I win in 13. This, to me, this seems like a no-brainer. Thanks, Siege Magic. My poor scout. Hey, I got away. Oh no! The demons are back. They finally attacked the one outside of Oraculum, which I have been waiting for so long. This seal has been reinforced to the brim. Balthazar will achieve seal's victory in 120 turns. You're a little late. But okay, good job. Good job. Is that what you want to hear me say? Good job? I think you're just going to sit here. Labor's Weapons is in. Hey, look, have a Devastator Sphere. This gives 20% critical hit chance to shock, shield, fighter, polearm, and skirmish units, and whenever they kill an enemy, it explodes. Is that nice? That is 50% base critical hit chance on all of our melee capable units. And don't forget, fortune can go on top of that. Now, I want to say, someone can correct me if I am mistaken, which is entirely possible. I want to say that Melandru wouldn't step on this, would she? My ally, Melandru? No, she wouldn't. Just in case, though. We'll leave you. Fortune can be up to plus 45% critical hit chance, but I believe that critical hit chance caps out at 70%. That may not be true. This is what I believe. The Prelude of Doom. You tried. An alliance between Balthazar and Blint. An alliance between Balthazar and Doom. An alliance between Balthazar and Gren. A defensive pact between Blint and Gren. A defensive pact between Doom and Gren. Weren't you already in an alliance? Question mark? Well, anyway. You need mana. Some mana. We were able to get these up into a vassal pretty quickly, which is nice. The labyrinth needs to be defended, but look at all of these resources. It's beautiful. Magnificent, even. Alright. You know, I've kind of realized that, Immortals is cracked for necromancy. Grenth's end turn times are so long because he just has a legion of legendary skeletons roaming about. Wow. Grenth himself, by the way, is level 9. I don't know how I have vision of this, but I do. He didn't get his renown up very high, but he's having a good time. Here's Blinty Boy. The weeb that he is, he has a katana. Alright. Glint's gonna come find a seal to sit down on. Actually, Glint might go rampaging. I might leave this dwarf here. I also just should have built a road. Forehead. But I have units to destroy here in the labyrinth that, well, these guys can probably take care of it. That is also a fantastic feature that's been added. The ability to just repair things. I actually don't think I need the big quarry, but whatever. Also, I should have been expanding towards this, but whatever. Go. So, this could use some love, I think. Hello? So bring a stack down here, bring a stack here, and then Glint is free to do whatever Glint wants. This needs to stack as well. Well, it might not actually. No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, this will secure its destiny. This little thing will make sure it's never lost. The double fish is OP. That's a sentence of all time. Double fish is OP. So this stack plus the dwarf. Well, I don't even need this here. Okay. I don't think I'm ever going to be constructing anything. This might be a moment of, we're done. A dragon for funsies, I guess. But the research is done. We're just chilling, vibing, waiting until the world's end. The Haven of Hope can expand. You know the rules. Expand around the thing. I've acquired a focus crystal, and then I lost it. Okay. Uh-huh. Balthazar has withdrawn. Did he come back and this killed him? Huh. Otherwise, we begun negotiating with Kragmire. But, we're gonna get it, I think. An alliance between Blint and Grenth. An alliance between Doom and Grenth. Negotiations have succeeded. We are speedrunning the vassal process here at the end of the game. I was complimented. Great. Twice. Great. A new rally has begun. I don't really care about the Calamity Dragons, I gotta be honest, team. I think we've won. And all that awaits us is the countdown. Let me double check where it's at. 11 turns. Ja ja, the plants are back. I have an idea to pitch. That was a Spirit Wolf, by the way. I have an idea to pitch. So Total War Warhammer, another grand strategy game with really long end turn times. We win in 10 turns. BT dubs. The Cosmic Okay, hold on the idea thought. The Cosmic Conclave has ended. The Crystal Dwelling has successfully communed with their kin across the cosmos. The clarity with which you beheld the world and its secrets beyond is dulling. It is as if your mind is suddenly wrapped in cotton, but while the acuity has waned, the fruits of this age of knowledge remain. Already have the eternal sages serenely withdrawn back into their crystal strongholds to resume their eternal studies. Following the cosmic culmination of your partnership with Shalbund, you celebrate your achievements in your research, which contributed to your personal ambitions. I now know how much more there remains to learn. You want another quest? No. Still victory in 10 turns. Nice. Okay. Idea. Pitching. Total War, Warhammer 3, is another grand strategy game that is arguably larger than this one. And I don't think it's arguable. It's huge. Is that really the only tile that we're in? Oh, all right, we'll go here. What it does to help with the end turn times, because it's had this problem too. I don't remember if it was during 1 or 2, but it has also had extremely long load times. That's secure. This is super secure. That's very secure. This will be secure when the other guy comes. So, Glint is just doing whatever she wants. Proposal, or what they did to help with it, was they just... Sure. They basically made it so that when you press end turn, the screen froze. You cannot move it during the end turn time phase. Everything freezes, and it just goes. Now, I think you can make it so cameras can follow people, if you wanted to. But, I don't use that setting. I use a setting where it literally just freezes you, and it be what it be, you know? I think that would be a fantastic addition to have, at least as an option, where it's just like, hey, the game's frozen, things are happening, but you don't have to, you know, it doesn't have to think and manually move stuff around and take an eternity. Meteor projectile's pretty cool.
Is not magma a glorious spectacle to behold? A union of fire and earth streaming inexorably toward your enemies, swallowing them, bringing fiery death. The landscape itself is reshaped when it flows, with beautiful scars traced over the realm.
Now, see, Crucible Battlements was a really interesting rework. I like it a lot. But all I really care about is meteor arrows. Oh, hey, there we go. I once again have a focus crystal. Ah, because Kragmar has joined the team. Look at that. I intimidated them and everything. And they still joined the team. Well, we finally have Benevolent Conquerors. And the Right of Enduring Duty. Bunch of free states can be integrated. I don't care. I don't think I care about any of this, actually. You're under siege again. Did you lift the siege? What happened here? The world may never know. Next turn, Villenholm, 2 turns. Wow. Time moves so slowly. Hey, look at that. Glint was attacked. I don't think she minds. Nope. Well, good. I came down to kill you anyway. There's a few more units here that need to die. But, yeah. Looking good. Oh. Balthazar's coming over the mountains. Should I be alarmed? No. Ooh, a free tier 4 staff. Look at that. Here, I'll wait. You can come. Wait a minute. So what does this do exactly? The Weeder of Aid. Weeder of Aid. Okay. Plant Slayer. Is it just the crit strength, or does this also have whatever? Good job. Melandra will achieve Seal's victory in 26 turns. 26 turns! She's now in 2nd place. Good job. Wow, she has 4 seals now. Who'd you steal that from? You know what? Maybe I should get Terramancy and blow this up and then just take this. That's genius! I mean, I don't need Terramancy. I can actually walk over it. This isn't Spellforce Conquest of AO. That's what Glint will do. I don't care. Here you go. Do what you want. Oh, there are a lot of ruins here. Virohan the Vicious finally has killing momentum. And yes, I realize you could have gotten that the last time you leveled up and I went for defense instead, but so be it. Glint is level 17 and is getting more health. Shocker. New development skills available. It is War Slaves. Don't care. Balthazar has returned to the Fissure of Woe. Oh, it's right here. It might actually be a little foolish to have Flash Freeze. Wow. Rude. To have Glint go wandering. But, you know, folly or not, I'm feeling it. I'm being attacked by an Earth Titan. I'm dying to an Earth Titan. Oh my. Does this mean we've entered the final stage? What does this do? Owners, enemies sustain 10 frost damage. Is it? It's just... Here's 10 frost damage. Okay. Fair enough. I think with proper spell utilization, this is winnable, but that is an Earth Titan. So, you know. Things to consider. Sure. I don't even know what the hell was that. Ooh, that one was bad. Okay. I think we're just popping this again. This is both a defensive and an offensive ability. It's very good. There are a few things we can't cast in this current state, but ooh, I'm stuck. Well, alright. I guess the Earth Titan did its AoE. We're just gonna have to eat the attacks from the battle mages, but I think that'll be okay. They're not like high-level battle mages. If we can just get rid of the thick front line, be okay. Okay. That's one problem gone rid of. Oh, it's running away. Okay. If I can get this to just die through the cycle's end, death, it is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals, especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death you will all dance upon my strings. That was the first and probably last time I'm going to be able to use that ability, so I went all out with the quote. Alright, well, we have been, gilded. And by some cruel twist of fate, come on. Nice. Wait a minute. That doesn't help me. Good double kill. I have to... Okay. We should just survive. Big regens. I thought the cannon was going to die here, so I wanted to heal it, but I think we'll be okay. Grace is OP. And I get to do it again. Well, we did, team. Isn't that nice? Somehow we came together and we destroyed the enemy. We'll cleanse that. Okay. Waddle. Yeah, I think that spell is ridiculous. Oh, this is a transmuter. That explains a lot, actually. Honestly, I think the whole tome is ridiculous. The Tome of Grace. I know that's not what it's actually called, but... Oh, I can't kill that. I can't death that. Regrettably. Alright. I'm kind of amazed we made this happen, but such is the power of grace. the grace of gold. Is that what he says? Lowly tarnish. What a situation. Boom! Yeah, I want this hero down here. If only I wasn't suspicious of my own teammate. Doom will currently win in 40 turns. Okay, cool. So we're going down here to reinforce a seal, and that seal is not being lost ever. Glint. Why do I do this? Victory is assured. It's in my pocketses. Hey, look. Meteor projectiles. +3 damage. Explosions. That triggered some sort of ancient memory. It'll come back to me. I think it was for... Believe it or not. Ripley's Believe It or Not. No, what's it called? The Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny. Helm was not lost. It's right here. Where are my stones? Okay, your Supreme Vessel next turn is good enough. Silvertime fruit is acquired. Yay, huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. You are doing great. Wow, the Great Dwarf and Melandru love me. They really love me. Get intimidated. There's an achievement to intimidate the same free city 3 times in a row. Maybe I do that with you. Well, there's a 5-turn cooldown. I think we win in like 9 turns. Maybe I was a little late to this. I win in 8 turns. Oh. Now, technically, team, I don't need to save this, but it might be a good idea. How about, here's a new plan. My Legion of Free Cities. Who is this? This is Grenf. My Legion of Free Cities. Go bother Grenf, so that he doesn't bother me. I think Bronze Gate's the thing that's about to be destroyed, though. Just go. And we have 800 Imperium, so we can expand our governance, although honestly, we might be losing the city, so maybe that was a waste of 800 Imperium, but now I no longer am penalized. That is nice. Glint's going here, but I don't think she should. Some things never change. I could summon a dragon for her, just to help out. Okay. Well, don't mind if I do. Yoink. My seal now. I have 5 of them. Now, when am I winning? 5 turns. Nice. Seems good to me. So here's the Prosperity Dragon. I feel like I haven't seen one of these in a while. They also get affected by Cosmic Overdrive. Alright, I guess we're chilling here. Bing chilling. I know this city is about to fall, but I don't care. It can do its thing. Maybe he'll take Melandru's seal. This, I feel like, is just not my problem anymore. It may have been my problem once upon a time. But, not anymore. Have fun. You know? That's really what it's all about. Doom has captured Bronze Gate. Alas. Poor Warlock. Vidrohan has reached level 16 and is a paragon of Astral. Whenever a friendly spell is cast, you gain temporary hit points, strength, and bolster defense, and bolster to resistance. Honestly, I don't feel like it's very good, but whatever. The hero's charge check now grants them Grace. Hey, talk about how powerful Grace is. Doom has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Good. Bunked by a seal. A pretty spooky seal. Negotiation succeeded. This is Kragmar. I intimidated them. Because if I can intimidate them again, that'll be the third chance for the achievement. Which, you know, we may or may not get. We may or may not achieve. We'll see. Albade can now be integrated. Don't care. Askin Kragmar, don't care. The pillages begin. Saint Spire has been besieged. This is where Granth went. Oh. Alright. Like I said, I don't think that's my problem anymore. Saint Spire has been captured by Grenth, and a sea of green is coming my way. Quite literally green as far as the eye can see. But 3-turn siege on Haven of Hope, and I win in 4 turns. So I'm really not that bothered. I gotta be honest. I don't care. Priest declared on me, I can make a bounty, don't care. The labyrinth is being pillaged still. I also don't care. None of this is important to me. Just me and this seal. You know what? We can even call forth a watcher. Why not? And a phantasm warrior. We'll build a stack through magic. I met somebody. Wow, this is a serious attack by a seal. Actually kind of spooky. But, no big deal. Nailed it. An advisor reports that a mystical seer set up shop northwest of Silvercourt, offering knowledge of faraway territories and rulers. He visits you the same day. I sell secrets, Crystal Queen. I know much about this realm and its denizens, and what little I do not, I divine. Your advisor then leans in and whispers, if it is worth noting that he keeps the same information on you and yours for your rivals to exploit. The Seer Ogre presents an innocuous smile. The mystical seer is ready to reside in your domain for 15 turns before moving on. We have now seen all 3 vendors. And I don't care. Feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit here. Don't care. I lost something. But, don't care. I believe I never had a mana thingy here. That explains a bit. I never had a mana thingy here either. Whoops. Doom has returned to the Hall of Judgments. Don't care. A level of renown for somebody who I don't have? I don't know who Alana the Warden is. Oh no, a war party. Balthazar is putting some serious effort into pillaging the Labyrinth of Illusions. But, yeah, go for that seal, Granth. That'll stop me. That seal owned by Melandru. That'll do it. Yep. I am approached by my Hera. Nope. Don't care. Unimportant. We have bigger fish to fry. Figuratively. I mean, possibly. Literally. I don't think you're fighting any insectoids or anything, though. Silvercourt, you need to stand at the ready because the Haven of Hope is going down. If I had anything nearby, I could just release this, but... You know what I could do? This is a special friend that'll help us. Later. Don't you worry about that. Blint got bonked. No big deal. Freezy's declaring war on me. The labyrinth continues to be pillaged. I've been invaded. It looks like Melandru did lose this seal, for what it was worth. She's down to 2 now. But, team, as long as I hold on to what I have, life looks pretty good. There's a free city here. It was aggressive. And now it is no longer here. Balthazar has come for me. We'll see what the AI does. I might have to fight this. This may be the last fight I do with Glint. Yeah, I did okay. Not too bad. Ah, there's more. Round 2. Fight! AI won again. Maybe I should intervene here, but we'll just let it go. I've been attacked by some plants again. The leaves, they compromise seal. My friends, only one turn remains. We've unlocked Resourceful Vigor. This is one of the best recovery methods. It's so good. It works everywhere. I suppose in a no respite area it wouldn't, but we're going to be popping the Rite of Enduring Duty. Everybody that's on the field is going to fully heal, which is very convenient. How did this go? This is ongoing. Here we go. The Haven of Hope. So, I'm not sure what Grinth is going to do with this, but if you were to, like, absorb this, take 4 turns, whatever, you can plop down a summon right here and then walk back onto it if, you know, he were to walk off, which the AI usually does. Now, I have come across a problem, which is I don't have any mana, but thanks to having a few allies, we can sell some goods. If they themselves possess mana. Just sell a few goods, get our mana back into a place where we can spam all of our spells in combat, because I'm going to press end turn for the final time this series. Hey, look. Grinth moved off the Haven of Hope. I could drop a summon right here and reclaim it if I needed to. But I don't. Since I'm in the middle of Grinth's 20-minute turn, I figured this would be a great time to just share some thoughts, you know? About how the series went. I had fun. It was a blast revisiting the Reavers. Kind of a shame they didn't get, you know, a full excising, but that's okay. This won't be the last time we play the Reavers. They're due for like a full-blown, maybe not full-blown, but like a slight rework, I think, still. The change to their passive was a good change. Focus aggression now gives them a little bit of something to work towards, and there's a lot of synergy for it now. And the fact that melee attacks can apply marked is great, so you aren't stuck to certain tomes. They used to be very restricted in what tomes you kind of wanted if you wanted to. You didn't have to, of course, but to play not even min-max, you just like play well. You really had to get certain tomes to get those marked synergies going. But they kind of built that into their passive, which is a great change. Dragoons still feel weird to me. I hate the fact that they don't have a zone of control and that they don't retaliate. But that might just be like a mechanical limitation with how their Master Skirmisher works. That thing where they like get more action points to retreat and then end their turn or something. But I think there's more of just like a me mentality issue thing. With, you know, I want to treat them like every other melee unit in the game. But they're not a melee unit. They're a skirmisher unit. Hard to say. But other than that, it's been a blast. I loved revisiting the Guild Wars lore and the wiki, the story. Recovering my password was an adventure. The ArenaNet's support team is fantastic. They reached out to me on a Saturday to give me my password back. Guild Wars 2 has been a lot of fun. I haven't beaten the My Story just yet, but we'll see what future Fabe cooks up over the weekend. Because I'm recording this, well, it's now Saturday morning, but recording this Saturday morning, then I'll be streaming Monster Train 2, and then I'll probably edit this and throw in the future Fabe segment, which has been a really fun segment to do. I don't know if you want to see stuff like that in the future, but the like minute-long future Fabe segments of interruptions was really fun. That'll be probably included after the stream. Yeah, Crystal Queen Glint's been a blast. I'm glad you have been enjoying it. I hope this didn't feel too rushed, but I mean, this is kind of just how the seal game went. We bonked Dwayna, and then we had our seals secured. And that was it. That was the end of Grant's turn, by the way. I started talking like halfway through his turn, and that whole time was Grant's turn. Never again, Immortals. But it was fun to experiment with, you know? And it makes sense lore-wise for the mists. The mists are where we went for, like, big PvP. And in Guild Wars 2, we're in the mists for World versus World, is it? I haven't tried that again. I have loads of World versus World currency, though, from what I played a while ago. And I still don't remember much about them, but whatever. Maybe it'll come back to me someday. It probably won't. But, of course, we'll be going on to Blint for the Story Realm 4. I don't want that to be rushed either, but it really all just depends on when Archon Prophecy is coming out. Which, at this point, I still don't know. Like I said, I'm expecting late July. I think makes the most sense to me. Game. I did the to me. There we go. G. A seal's victory. You have activated the dormant world seals and gain control of them, banishing all other Gaudir from this realm. After the resulting cataclysms, the people have no choice but to accept you as their sole crystal queen, who can funnel the magic back into Tyria and save the realm. Of course, let's not forget that the advent of magic, thanks to Abaddon, was what caused the Guild Wars to begin with. Actually, if we're being even more technical, which technically correct is always the best, I'm correct, Abaddon gave magic to everybody. I think the gods all work together, including Abaddon, to do it. And then it just brutal war. Like, humans had nigh unlimited power. And it was just war. And then the guy whose name I forgot, Dwayna's first follower, came to Ara, to pray to the gods, being like, hey, yo, help us out. Please save us from ourselves. Dwayna's like, yes, absolutely. And so they sealed away magic. Abaddon didn't like it. They fought Abaddon. Part of the world blew up. They beat Abaddon. Then part of the world blew up. And then with like the sealed magic and the bloodstones, then the Guild Wars began for the humans to establish their kingdoms. But yeah, all well and fun. Great time. Look at this dip. It was just all boop, dead. I wish I could zoom in and like see all of the lines together. But yeah, a good run. I liked it. It was shocking to discover all of the things about the Reavers I forgot, like the lack of a Whispering Stone, the bonus siege project, which by the way is really good in the new rework. Big fan, actually. Like, it might just be the best Siegecraft project until you get to like tier 4 or 5. It's really strong. Yeah. Guild Wars is a lot of fun. If you would like to see more Guild Wars based characters, I am completely and utterly down. As for our glint, I mean, Seer makes sense, right? We just did Seer, didn't we? But it makes sense. She is quite literally the Prophet. It has to be Seer. +3 vision range, +3 sensing range, and +2 range on all abilities. We just gave this to one of the Giant Kings, but whatever. Nothing else makes sense. Welcome to the Pantheon, Glint, my girl. There's Shalasa. And thank you all for watching and following the series. If you enjoyed, feel free to like the video. It was a great series after all. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And a special thanks to everyone who convinced me to play Guild Wars 2 again. I've been having a lot of fun at my slow pace that I am taking. I just noticed this is Anubis, this head and tail. I haven't fixed him yet. If you like something happened, feel free to join the description down below. Blint for Story Realm 4 will begin soon-ish. Maybe take a week off. See where all the Archon Prophecy stuff is falling. And then head on to Story Realm 4. Join the Discord. Have a great day. And I'll see you there.
The wild